So if you're interested in knowing what it takes to make an Akiya, an abandoned Japanese house, into a livable house, this video is for you because we're gonna break down every detail of what it takes to acquire a distressed home in Japan, purchase it, renovate it, and also set it up. Put a bed, furniture, and all that stuff. This video is gonna really help you. So make sure you watch until the end. My name is Shumatsu Post. I own 7 Akiya houses in Japan, and I've also helped over 100 people, foreigners, buy property in Japan. And today I'm at one of the properties that I own. You might remember this house, my Hiyoshi house. And I'm back here because it's been a couple months since the last episode where my tenant slash teammate Mo has given us updates. Well, that's when he moved. We went shopping together, and a week later I came back, but only a couple things were set up. I'm back here and I'm here to see Mo. Nice, this is new, finally came. Oh yeah, that is new as well, brand new. Anyway, let's go see Mo. Hey Mo.
Hey Shu, how's it going?
Good, what's going on, man?
Nothing much.
Dude, nice hat and a shirt.
Thank you.
Are we like twinsies today?
Maybe.
Maybe just a hat. What are the updates that you made outside so far?
So, as you can see over here, I got a brand new electrical meter because I apparently only had 2 lines going in. Now there's 3. So I think I have a max capacity of 80 amps versus last time I only had max capacity of 30 amps.
Nice.
So then also up here, that is my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's called Hikari Fiber.
Nice.
So it's like a lightning speed fiber optic Wi-Fi done by the phone company NTT. Everything else is on the inside here, but they needed to do a line there and then also a line out there to go into that meter over there. And
okay.
It was a little bit of a process because this is something maybe you want to keep in mind is if you're encroaching someone's land when doing this, you definitely need permission from there, and you don't want to just start putting up lines without them knowing you're going to go encroaching on their property.
So what did you do?
I definitely went next door, knocked on them, and
this neighbor?
This neighbor and that neighbor, and let them know that we will be doing this construction. As a formal Japanese thing, I gave them a little bit of a small gift just to, show appreciation to let me do this. And they were more than happy to cooperate and take care of it.
So how's everything working?
Everything's good.
Electric wise.
Everything is no fire hazards or nothing about to has been tripping. So everything is so far so good. If you could hear over there, it's the outside unit for my AC.
Oh.
It's been going on.
You have ACs now.
Yes.
Can we go inside? I'm so hot here.
For sure.
Oh, I hope you have the AC turned on.
It is on.
Okay.
On pretty
Yes. Oh, this is nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, did you change this one too?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
We changed the lights here for the caps. For all these, I actually added this one to turn on over here. Nice. I have a new light bulb here, and the lights for the stairs turn on and off with this.
Okay.
And then this actually stays on most of the time because I added a fan up here for the bathroom.
There you go.
Yep,
nice.
Since there was none there last time. And I think right now it's too bright, but when it gets dark, this is an actual sensor. So I could leave the fan on and the light will stay off until someone comes near it or needs to use it. It'll turn on automatically.
Right on. I think the last time we had this washer, right?
We did have this washer, but we did add this electrical socket here. So I could use my pressurizer to keep my teeth clean. This got brand new. We cleaned this up. And then when you turn this on too, now we have a fan up here.
Okay, so here's the bathroom. Nice.
Yep.
Wow, this side looks very updated now. So you have a dining table.
With a long chair on this side, or I'm using the other chair for my desk over there for the time being because I'm only by myself. But do have 2 chairs, one long chair, vacuum cleaner here, added this kettle pot, oven toaster. This is the Wi-Fi that I was showing you from outside.
Yeah.
And then all these little accessories. And then this is something I'm very proud of. We have a little pull-out desk or whatever you want to call it. So so I could keep my stuff easily accessible here.
Well, this looks very different. There
Yes.
you go. Can you explain the audience what change you made here?
This basically is the breaker box now, or the electrical box. And basically I've set it up as 40 amps now. So I am able to run all my ACs, which I actually have 2 units now. So 2 units on all the time. It's summer in Japan, which is quite humid and hot. And I want to keep sure because a lot of it's made out of wood here. So I don't want it to sweat too much and cause a lot of mold to start building up. So that's one thing. But yes, everything is all now switched. I still have 2 panels here that I could add if I needed to add more.
Yeah.
So this was a huge upgrade from that 1960, 70-ish box I had previously.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a huge improvement.
Yeah, if you're wondering, yeah, this wasn't part of the renovation, and we got a lot of comments about that, like, oh, like you're gonna have your tenant, your teammates stay with that electric panel. Well, we had a plan to fix it actually, so we did, and it took a little bit of time, and that's why we couldn't make it by the time we filmed the last episode. But super happy that we were able to figure it out. Mo was able to negotiate with a couple. You got a few quotes, right? And
I believe.
Yeah, we went with the best one, the strongest, and probably the cheapest too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I believe I called 4 or 5 companies and got quotes from them, and the range was anywhere from 300,000 yen all the way up to, like, the highest quote was maybe over 800,000 yen.
Yeah.
So that's something that you want to be looking out for. The job that the guy we hired did a fantastic job. And it looks like in every estimate, they're very detailed for every company, but they're doing the same job, yet the price can be significantly different. And if you have a little bit of a language barrier, which fortunately I did not have, so that might be something that you want to pay attention to, and always get a second opinion, because definitely everyone's going to quote you different. There's no standard to this stuff.
Yeah. So if you're interested in buying an Akiya, that might be something that you might come across, and to upgrade to from 30 to 40.
No, I was only on under 20.
Was it 20? Okay.
Yeah, and 30 was the absolute max in that box.
Right.
And so when you do that, usually each air conditioner that I'm using, I was told, takes about 10 each. So if I had 2 on at the same time, I'm really stretching my power, so that's why I have it 40 now.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I am by myself, so I do keep the upstairs one on just for the dehumidifier, just to keep it nice and cool and no mold up there either. But at the end of the day, like, that's something that you need to be aware, because you don't want your power to be tripping, especially since I got a new fridge. I don't want my stuff getting warm.
How's your fridge working?
Very good. As you can see, lots of beers, staying cold, some ice cooling packs for my neck and back or wherever I need to put them when I go out. But as you can tell, there's not much there. I do need to go shopping, and I have empty freezer right now. But also I bought these trash bins with the labels, because as you may not know, in Japan, they're very, very strict, and every district or even city, municipality, way different on how to throw out the same trash. So, for like some places that I was in before, we could put everything together with like PET bottles and all that stuff. But here, I need to squeeze and flatten the plastic bottles for some reason, not the cans. But so these are all little different things that you just have to understand, and making sure that you keep good with your neighbors.
Right. And then the living room. This is quite of a change. Wow.
Yes, it is.
We got a bed.
This is my bed. Yeah. I was not going to stay on the floor. I'm just not used to it. So the bed also comes with a cool mattress.
Nice.
Or bedding cover. So definitely keep me cold up and down. The bed actually comes with electrical feed. So I could charge my phones there instead of using the actual power down here.
Nice.
And bring it up. So everything's not that organized, but everything's up there.
Yeah.
So, and then this is my little AkiyaHub workstation where I have everything, the printer and the books that she was kind to give me to study for my real estate license.
Did you sign up? for the test?
The sign up is actually next month.
Next month.
Yeah,
Okay.
in July. So once they open up, I
Yeah.
will be signing that up, and then
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
How's the studying going?
It's going. It's definitely going. But we'll see if I need to go take some classes and get some help. It is the first time, and obviously we have launched Your Journey, and we are trying to make sure our clients come first before my for my own test.
Yeah. So you've been living here for 2 months now?
A little over
Yeah,
2 months.
A little over
Yeah.
2 months. How's it going? And you can be as honest as you can. I want the audience to know what it's like.
As a single person here, just living by myself, I have made the upgrades necessary to make myself very comfortable here. I'm not very picky on a lot of things, so things are going very well. However, because I'm from the city back home too, there are a little bit of bugs that still find their way into the house, especially some snails that come in. Oh, I think I read it was something due to the humidity. They start popping up everywhere. So I'm just trying to make sure I maintain the place clean and very little humidity so I could get rid of that. But besides that, it's been pretty nice.
So you got some snails coming in. Yeah, that's one of the things, because I live in the house as well. And before this, I always lived in apartments, like condos, like on like 4th floor, 7th floor. And you don't have to worry about bugs as much if you're living in an apartment. But we definitely notice like bugs, mosquitoes. What do you call dangomushi?
Roly-polies, I
Yeah,
guess.
roly-polies. Yeah, all kinds. Spiders too, right?
Right,
Yeah.
spiders, but they're all tiny. So
Yeah.
you could tell like there's probably some opening somewhere that the renovation people missed that is letting them in. But it's, again, very minor. And it's, I made sure I bought some bug spray. And I definitely get rid of them pretty quickly. So it's not the end of the world. But of course, if you're someone that's, have a phobia with bugs and stuff, you really want to pay attention. Don't go to the countryside, because that will just increase it tenfold. But over here, we are still in the city, but as the temperature has gone up, humidity's gone up, I've definitely noticed an uptick in that around the neighborhood.
Well, thanks for the walkthrough. And now we're going to move into a segment of where we discuss what it actually costs to make a formerly unabandoned Akiya house into this livable place. So let's dive deeper into those numbers so that, we can be transparent with our audience. Cool.
Sounds good.
Mo, thanks for the walkthrough and giving me the updates again.
Sure.
So before we get into you sharing how much money you spend to make this, I wanted to revisit what I spent to make this place. So the acquisition piece, I think the purchase price was 9 million for this price. With the closing costs, I think it was like a little north of 9 million. And I put in 2.5 million for the initial renovations. So that actually didn't include the external repaint. And I redid the toilet. I think that was part of it, maybe? No, that wasn't part of it. So it was just making the inside livable. But I wanted to change the color of the outside because it was I wasn't really liking it, the brown color. So I decided to update that. I decided to put a new toilet and then change the bathroom into the shower room. I decided to redo the sunroom. As you might remember, it was kind of it was like a pond. Yeah,
Yes,
it wasn't usable. It was like, this is mottainai. So let's do something about that. So all inclusive, external, all that stuff, I think it cost me 1.7 million. No, that doesn't include that. With changing the screens and all that stuff. So it includes in the 1.7. I think the total was 3.7 million. The initial renovation cost was about 2 million. A little over 2. And then I added 1.7, so 3.7. So it was definitely south of 4 million yen, which is 27 grand,
just about
to make this. And granted, this is not the finest, in renovations, you could spend so much to make things look nice. The property that I'm about to finish renovation for, I spend way more, crazy amount. And you'll see in a future episode. But for this, wanted to make sure that you feel comfortable. I wasn't going to change the layout or anything. And I'm really glad to hear that you feel good now. And then that electrical, I'm going to ask you to share more. That cost us 300,000 yen, 30 man.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, so 30 man. So to make it, 4 million to make this moving ready.
Right.
Yeah, so total, I want to say 14 million all in on this. And if I were to rent this out, based on my research, it would have been like 100,000, maybe between 100 and 110,000 yen
Right.
per month. So the return wise, it's not as good as what I normally go after. But, you know, I really like this location of Hiyoshi. So I'm pretty happy with 8 or 9%, which is not bad. I'm pretty happy with that.
Right.
So that's on my side. Let's talk to Mo about this. And he has a laptop in front of him. So I am going to document that from here as well. So Mo, initially you had a 300,000
Budget, yes.
budget
Yeah.
from me. And I want to hear like how you spent the 300,000 and if you had to spend more than that.
So if you could see on this left-hand side, I just wrote down the cost, the item, and where I bought it. Because if you could see just really quickly, there's about 4 or 5 places that I went to mostly for all my stuff. And there were pros and cons to each of them. However, just kind of simple, like at this place called Nitori, which is like where you could get all your home furniture and stuff like that. I got a futon set, some towels, a bath mat, curtain holder. Didn't really come too much, maybe 10,000, a little over 10,000 yen. The big expense, which is right here, that took a lot of the budget, which was over a third, which was I bought 2 AC units.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The AC units did come with free delivery, and it did come with the 2 outside units also. So it's not just the AC units. In Japan, everything is measured room-wise by how many tatamis there are that could fit in the room. And the smallest AC unit that you usually could buy is for 6 tatamis. For myself to be comfortable, I went ahead and bought ones that are 10 tatamis, and I have bought 2 of them. So an average price of about 55,000 yen for each of these. And if you could look, I actually went to this site called kakaku.com. This is actually a good site to go look at all your stuff to see where they could get the lowest price. It'll actually include shipping. It will also talk about any kind of installation fees that might require. So, and it usually is a really good deal. I actually went through kakaku.com to get my Wi-Fi installed. The deal that I got with the Wi-Fi, it's 10 Gs and it's fiber optic. And basically after the promotions and the cashback deals and all that inclusive, if you break it down month by month for the 24 months, it comes out to 1,680 yen a month. So that's barely over 10 bucks for my Wi-Fi.
Right.
So
not bad.
I thought I did a good deal there. And there's always deals coming out on that website. So I always kind of take a look at that. However, the only main thing I bought, if you could see from this whole list, was the AC units. Because I knew had you gone to which is next, is Kojima, the big camera, easily the same units cost double. So there is a big difference in where you go and then the installation. If you go to a big chain, one thing you need to be careful for is they're gonna charge an extra fee if your house still has asbestos. Yeah, they're gonna actually do an examination to see if there is any left over, and if there is, there's more fees on top. So there's a lot of hidden costs that is not on that sticker price when you go to the store. So you really need to pay attention to all the costs, because that really builds up fast. Given that I had a budget of 300,000 yen, I wasn't trying to keep spending to make sure everything was good to go. Like we hired the electric people and the people that delivered it here to put it in. They didn't have to do the whole research. Right. So that alone was a huge savings on my end. Now, I also got the washer, dehumidifier from Big Camera. And that actually, they delivered it here and they installed it. This is all inclusive of the price. And if you could see here, there's 2 items that I bought at Kojima, or 4 items. There was 2 extension cords and 2 corner sockets that you could see over here. These 2 over there, I got all for free using the points that I accumulated from just buying these 2 items.
Nice.
So that means these are another ways to actually save money, is that all these places will let you accumulate points and spend money that way. Then my microwave that's up there, I bought it at Rakuten. Only 1 item there because it didn't seem as competitive as Amazon. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff. This hard off is actually a secondary store where it's like used. And the three items I did buy was the oven toaster printer and printer ink. That actually came in brand new. They still have brand new stuff there for cheaper than other places selling the same item. You could filter it to find, they have A rank to like F rank. Obviously, that tells you how good in condition of it is. I actually don't mind. Japanese people keep their stuff very, very nice, and they handle it very well. So even up to a C rank, I wouldn't mind buying if you're okay with a few, cosmetic scratches outside of the stuff. But the functionality and how it works, no issue. I just so happened to bump into brand new ones that was, not even a $10 difference from the used one and the brand new one. So I just went with the brand new one. So that's the thing here. And all this stuff, the curtains, the tools, the lights, the drying rack, trash bins, some can openers, all that stuff I was able to buy at Amazon. So you could see all this here I bought at Amazon. It's usually gonna be the cheapest. They deliver for free. It'll come the next day. Sometimes, again, the big stores, like my refrigerator, I'll show you soon, but it took close to a month to arrive. So, and I'll explain that a little bit later. Then I have a local supermarket, so I got a supermarket card that cost me 200 yen. But these prices will show you the supermarket that I go to. It's called OK, and that actually is one of the relatively cheaper supermarkets out of all the supermarkets that's around. They had a big pyramid chart and they were at the bottom, meaning they're the cheapest, next to Gyomu Super, which I think is another good supermarket to go to for foreigners. Right, and it's a commercial stuff, and it actually has a lot of international stuff there.
Right.
So you could get your like good stuff, some stuff that you miss from home over there too. Then all my cutlery and pots and pans and frying pans, all that, IKEA. And then the rest miscellaneous, like batteries, highlighters, plungers, all those little stufferees.
So
all at Daiso.
Dude, how many items did you buy?
So about 70 items. 70 items that I was able to buy with 300,000 yen. Well, technically 299,999 yen. And she was nice enough to let me keep the change. So as you can see, I was able to buy. Daiso is actually one of more, for me as a single guy, very convenient store. It has everything from trash bags to electronics. Most of it, it's a dollar store basically. They have all the stuff. Sometimes it's a little bit more expensive. It's a 220 yen item. I think I bought something that was for 550, hanging rod for 550 yen. So it could get a little more than 100 yen, but for the price and the quality, I find it very, 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 very convenient. And I like that place a lot. It also helped that Daiso, Nitori, and Big Camera was all in the same shopping mart. So I was able to go up and down the stairs or the escalators and just kind of keep match pricing, seeing what they had different, and that was another good way to go about it. So, and negotiate some prices if they had the same item, be like, hey, downstairs it's like this, can you match it? Just so to accumulate points if you want to just buy all at one place.
So the left side is what you spend with that 300,000 yen allowance, right?
Right.
So blue is the overage, it looks like. What are they in general, and how much did you spend?
Well, I wasn't able to buy the beds, the mattress, some more lights, some more curtain rails, some hangers, dish racks. For myself, like a scale. I just bought some more like trash bags, batteries, a knife, a cutting board, some other miscellaneous stuff that it just wasn't gonna be able to fit within the budget. But even so, buying another additional 35 items or so comes out to 95,829 yen.
Which is like
650 maybe.
Okay.
So again, this is just all for me to just make sure I live more comfortably. I'm definitely not living like frugally at all. I'm definitely living a nice, I wouldn't say nice life, but it's definitely comfortable. And I don't have to spend too much. I still do need like a handrail for the stairs, Type-C outlet if I can for the bathroom, another futon set for guests, a mini trash cans for like the bathroom, another extra frying pan, and a small curtain near my bed. But that shouldn't cost no more than another like 20,000 yen, give or take.
Yeah.
So, you know, all in all, I would
over
be
400,000.
right.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if you, unless you're trying to buy really quality stuff at like the major stores, like I would be surprised if you go over 450,000 yen. You know what I mean?
To make it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm keeping it probably within 420, right? 425-ish.
Okay.
So that's kind of probably the total that I'll be spending. Obviously, you got to keep buying stuff to maintain your lifestyle or whatever, but major things are just like that.
Well done. That's really good. Dude, I just spent a little less than 1 million yen on just 6 items the other day. Like 4 ACs,
Right.
a fridge,
Right.
and a washer dryer, 980,000
Oh,
yen.
I'm glad you brought up fridge, because the fridge, the reason why I was able to buy my fridge for only 20,000 yen when most of the same sizes, brand new, will be double the price, is it was a display. So they were like, it's a display, it's cheaper. I actually tried to negotiate that even lower, and it did come with a delivery charge and extended warranty from Nitori, but the warranty, if you could see, 1,500 yen, which is like 10 bucks.
Yeah.
So all in all, again, just makes a good value and good buys in my mind to get all this stuff. But yeah.
My part, it was 14 million, and yours, including the 300,000 yen that I gave you, like less than 400,000 up to today.
Right.
But you're gonna add a few more things. So let's just make it 400,000. So 14.4 million yen to acquire and get this Akiya in Hiyoshi,
right,
of Kohoku of Yokohama,
that's
which is
huge.
a very nice area, 6 minutes from the station. Love to hear what you think, the audience. Obviously, you could spend a lot more to make it nicer,
right,
but it's very nice with the AC, like very comfortable. You have a workstation going, a very comfortable looking bed, functioning kitchen, dining area, and then you have this thing, and you've hosted guests, right?
Yes,
already,
they've come down, they've slept upstairs, they have AC, and then I gave them a trash can, so that's all they need. They got plenty of electricity up there too, so everything is set. I put in the lights up there.
Nice.
Yeah, they were very comfortable, and there was no issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, no complaints.
So it's all about the expectations. You could have it nicer, you could always spend more on renovations, but at the end of the day, you have to draw the line somewhere, especially if it's a rental property, right? So right now, like, he's my tenant, he happens to be my teammate, so it's a little bit different. But what if you have just a regular tenant, like what would you do? So that's the question that you're gonna wanna ask yourself, especially if you're going after rental property as opposed to a vacation home. Because for a vacation home or primary residence, you can do whatever you want. You probably have a heftier budget because your emotions are tied to it. So one last question is utilities. What you pay as a single person living in a single family home in Japan, water, electricity, and gas.
So basically, I've already explained my Wi-Fi. When you break it down after all the rebates and stuff, 1,680 yen per month, which is barely over,
$11.
10, 11 bucks. Then we have electricity. That actually, because I'm running my ACs now, starting last month, and when I got it upgraded constantly, it's probably gonna run me close to 100 bucks USD, so about 14,000 yen, give or take the cost for that. However, I am gonna probably switch over to another company that has better rates. Electricity and gas, you can pick whoever you want. So it doesn't have to be the main big providers. It could be anyone. I have been still shopping around just to see how much the expenses is, how much I could save. If I could save another extra 2,000, 3,000 yen per month, that's, another 20, 30,000 yen, maybe a little more a year. I feel like it's worth changing. So that's with the gas. With the water, city runs it most of the time, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. The only other water part that you might want to deal with is the sewage. If you're in the countryside, you most likely have a septic tank. That has an additional cost to clean it out every year, sometimes get an inspection every so often, like 3 to 5 years. So those expenses definitely could add up. Like that's on top of your monthly expenses. And if you could see real quick here, I do have the apps for the ones that the city isn't running to actually follow monthly, like how much you're spending. You could actually kind of monitor it and give you alerts when you're getting to a certain threshold, like you only want to pay 10,000 a month, then you set it to that, boom, they'll give you notifications like, hey, you're approaching it. And so you could definitely start budgeting or, you know, cutting down on electricity or whatever. Pretty simple. The gas, no more than 3,000 yen so far a month. So relatively cheap. I would say if you are single and you're going over 20,000 yen a month on utilities, you're probably doing something wrong.
Well, Mo, thanks for being transparent. I think that's going to help out a lot of people. I know you're busy. You got lots of viewings and lots of reports that you got to do. But anyway, yeah, if you're interested in buying an empty house or Akiya or just a regular house in Japan, where can people find out or work with us?
AkiyaHub.com.
AkiyaHub.com. So make sure you check it out. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Good to see you.
Yeah, same here.
Glad to see staying cool in this weather.
Yes, very cool.
Thanks for sharing all those numbers.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.